Greetings, my fine friends. My name is Coinstamp. Most people call me Coin. Welcome to another episode of Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. Before we begin, I'd like to take just a second and thank our lovely contributors for this month's cycle. I would like to thank Mr. Monkeyfunk4D and Mr. Rowan Darcy for their continued Prime Gaming subscriptions that they get for free with their Amazon Prime accounts. I do hope that you take. I do hope that you guys enjoy all the benefits and privileges that come along with with the Twitch subscriptions. And I would also like to thank professional. I promise. I would also like to thank Mr. Rasby, the player, for their continued coffee membership during this time. You guys, your contributions mean more than words can say. Really, truly, I do mean that. And while I don't have any one-off contributors, I would like to thank people who maybe have used the Patreon or one-off contribution services in order to be financially generous. Much obliged. And that is why nobody was hearing anything. Oof. 1 second. Okay. Yeah, we can hear things properly. All right. I did take the anti-bloat meds today. I should be feeling better within the next 20 minutes. By how much, I don't know, but I should be capable of doing a full stream today. Now, last time on The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, You thought I was going to say Breath of the Wild, didn't you? Last time, we spent some time in Kakariko Village, about 2 hours worth to be exact, just soaking in all the ins and outs with, the various, like, adventures and, you know, getting to know the people. Not all the people, but at least some of the people of Kakariko Village. We've got quite a few things to go check out. And we've got a porridge recipe we've also got to learn how to make. But again, all of that has to happen later. Outside of that, we did start exploring Sky. And began collecting many, or like not many. I think we got a grand total of 2 Koroks yesterday. With any luck and with some proper medicine, I'm hoping to be able to collect a lot more today. I would love to be able to make some good progress, and I need to not get in my own way for that to, of course, happen. Did I? No, I just straight up missed one in the marking. Just like right over there. How could I have forgotten? Now, why don't we get started? If you guys want to follow along, you're more than welcome. In order to, if you want to follow along, oh yeah, right. Sorry, I woke up not that long ago, so it'll take me a minute or two to get unscrambled. But if you do want to follow along, for those of you on Twitch, feel free to type in !TotK MAP. That's the acronym for Tears of the Kingdom, and then map, all one word, all one thing, all in one sitting. And for those of you on YouTube, it's the same command, but you replace the exclamation mark with a star, with an asterisk. There should be a timer over on the YouTube side that will circulate these commands out. For folks on Twitch, if you type in exclamation mark Firebot commands, I'm checking a scheduled effect on the Firebot side. Exclamation mark Firebot commands. Compound word, everybody. Compound word plus commands spelled exactly as you think it sounds. And I'm just gonna real quick, like, drop these and fuse them to some sticks. There we go. All set. Now what do we want to build this? We need a cart. We need a rocket. We need a 1, 2, 3 fans. We're gonna have to use ore for the controller, but that's fine. A wing. And I believe 2 batteries and a headlight. Let's see if I'm correct. Oh, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to build that. No, I don't want to build that. No, thank you. Nice. And then we just staple the rocket to the back of the cart. Move that over like so. And then I think that particularly new thing will be in the auto builder, and we can get rid of this one. Yeah, how about that? Just nice, simple, straightforward flight controls. And hopefully we're gonna be able to get up there at the top. I mean, I guess we could like ascend through the bottom, right? Or through the internal. I think that's how we're supposed to do it, but and I believe that is how we do it. We just pick up this nice thing and place it right around there. We've got the ingredients to make the porridge other than the milk. We get the milk, we can do it, but not beforehand. Gotta have the milk. All right, so we wanted it's basically this one right here. It's right over there. Okay, let's find the stone that this is supposed to have. It's right over there. It's gonna be a lot of this today, by the way. Just a lot of collecting, Koroks. The stinky little blighters have to be dealt with at some point. Okay, so that's probably not all there is, but I want to like get a good sense of this particular island. Besides, there's plenty of fruit, and every chance we have to harvest something, we should bloody take it. I did harvest a lot of apples, so our stores of apples are back up to about where they should be, but other stuff is still kind of a drag. I'm missing like 4 stacks of herbs or other similar things. Okay, I think that's pretty much all of it. And any chance I can take to restore like dazzle fruit reserves, I want to do that as well. Anything up here? No, but that was what I expected, honestly. Bird egg. No bird egg, but that's fine. Sorry. I'm probably gonna be belchy and burpy today. I'm gonna do my best to not to do that too much, but I'm not gonna make any promises about that. I'm willing to bet. We're gonna take that and we're gonna jettison this out the nearest very much out of the nearest airlock. Why? Because the wing is gonna expire if I don't deal with that. The rest of the devices are all fine, but oh yeah, we also need a rocket. Let me also double check both chats. Make sure I'm not missing things. Oh yeah, also batteries. So the battery, the rocket, and the controller will all require, like, fresh resupplies each and every time. Okay, and is our friend the island... way out there or way up there? Can't quite tell. I think it might be this string of islands right over there. And with any luck, we can make this distance. So we want as much altitude as I can reasonably get. You know, before this thing, like, disappears. Ideally, I want to replace this thing with, yeah, don't even think about it. There we go. Just put that down there in case I need it. So, I'm doing okay, all things considered. You know, outside of, like, the bloat, right? I can literally ascend through this. I did see that chest. I don't particularly think there's a good way to get it right now. Without having, without risking some stuff. I've got a nice drink here. I already had my morning coffee, so... if I don't tailor the coffee consumption carefully, you know, my gut gets, pretty upset. And I don't want that. Oh, really? We have another one of these crystals? Yeah, I suppose so. I wonder how we're gonna handle that. So I need to dump out yet another wing. I'm gonna have to come back for you, and the reason I'm gonna have to come back is because I'm quite sure I need to find a way to navigate our friend the vehicle up here. And the only cure for that is more parts. Okay, so we're going to... Let's see. So we need one of these. We need two of these. I'll have to get more batteries. Oh, God. What am I thinking of? Let's dump that. Oh, and the wings. Yeah, the replacement wings. That's right. Every time I gotta do this. Nice. Okay. We should be able to get enough height to do this. Just gotta actually circle it around. I hate having to, like, dump so many batteries and wings and whatever, but if I don't, like I said, if I don't do this, we're not gonna have the ability to make it to the appropriate platform. All right, so we need two. Let's go ahead and dislodge this wing so that we don't even have to worry about it mid-flight. I hate wasting Zonai devices like this, but I cannot take any chances. I cannot afford to take chances. So let's see. One wing, one rocket. Decrease that by 1, and 2 batteries. Really? Guess I need a flat surface, huh? Let's try that again. And the rest are all over there. Okay, let me go grab our friend the crystal. And stick that right over there. And then before we take off, we're gonna... Oh, you know what I'm willing to bet? Hold on. This was kind of something I'm willing to bet. We didn't even need this. We could have just rotated it. Wow. That's what happens when you bump into this, you know, in the improper order. It's fine. One neat thing about the object map is that I've been using this to mark all the Koroks off as we collect them. So it's it is very much something that you can use to help you track all the Koroks you collect. Now in the Tears of the Kingdom 2 app, I'm pretty sure there's like a tracker that you could just use for that. You can I think there's literally a map function that will let you mark those off one by one. I think it's propaganda. It's not propaganda. I've seen someone give a basic demo of it. It's not propaganda. But if you don't have the Switch 2 version with these nice quality of life features and a helpful little app, then you're gonna end up, how shall I put this? You're gonna end up, wanting. You're gonna have to do things the old-fashioned way, and that means, of course, by far, you're gonna have to whip out the old-fashioned object map, and you're going to have to track things the old-fashioned way. I think this is going to end up disappearing once that happens, and if that's the case, we're going to have to go collect batteries before we can continue exploring, but that's fine. I hope this is a blessing, but considering that, yeah, it is. Good. good. I was worried about that. Nice. I'll never say no to one of these. I think that makes 3 of these. It does. It does. I can't wait until we've got the like 13 or 14 heart containers, and then we can start collecting more stamina fragments. Nice. Love that for me. Yeah, we put it right out here. It's gone. All right. So we'll need to collect more batteries before moving forward, but that's fine. We can make a go at exploring things, you know, by hand. After all, it's not unheard of. Like, you know, maybe getting up here was difficult, but perhaps, you know, exploring the islands now that we're at this altitude, it won't actually be all that bad. Just gotta take the time and do things manually. It's fine. Yeah, it's not until it's up there at that top island, I'm almost sure. And I think we get a new device here, so let's spend maybe 15 charges. I mostly try to save the large charges for I mostly try to save those for fueling the long flight devices, especially like the makeshift hovercraft. Yeah, that thing consumes a lot of power. Oh, I just straight up totally forgot to read the device we just got. A cannon, a Zonai device that fires shots in intervals. The shot explodes when hitting the target. It's a powerful device, but it can be tricky to get the firing angle just right. I can imagine. I bet you can attach those to like the golem head device, and you've got like aiming auto cannons. Yeah, where was it? The construct heads. Yeah, you could quite literally attach these to the construct heads, and you will have the auto aiming. Hey there, Mr. Housequaker. Welcome on in. Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well in both body and mind today. And I hope you enjoy your stay. You go on to say, I was so sick of the gachapon by the end. Yeah, I get the feeling I'm not going to want to play any kind of gachapon style game for a long time when Tears of the Kingdom is all finished. Lots of... Wow, there's even just... You think you've seen it all, right? You think you've seen it all. And yet they're just floating rocks in the sky with the ore on it. This game never ceases to amaze, and all of the visual spectacles that it offers up to the players. Like, look at this interesting thing that's just out there in the sky for you to go, you know, make your way to. All it takes is a little elbow grease and some mining, and you're totally capable of going out and touching it. That's one of the nice things about open world RPGs or action adventure style games, by the way, is there are few, unless it's got like walls, right? For the most part, games like this don't have too many untouchable places, right? Most things that you can see, you can go out and touch. And that is just a thing of whimsical wonder and beauty. It really, truly is. It really, truly is. It's indescribable, almost. Like, the amount of abject joy I get from going out and exploring these things. It's why I like Elden Ring so much. Hello. I'm not going to say no to a treasure chest. It's just a random one lying out in the rocks. The sky, as it were. Well, we've got 4 of them, so we can upgrade. I think that's what's going to happen, is there's an upgrade. Of course, I don't want to waste it on, you know, Mr. Tulin here without more information, but I'm going to have you discharge that, Tulin. Thank you, but no. Let me also make sure I'm not missing things in chat. I'm in like a little bit of a weird headspace today. I don't know what it is. So, if I'm a bit slow on the uptake today, I apologize. That's why. Really? Is that what I think it is down there? Some wooden panels, but don't know too much of anything else regarding that. And then we have whatever is gonna be up here. This looks like the start of like this definitely looks like a floating rings kind of challenge, but I'm glad that that's not what we're looking at here. Which device had the batteries? I think it was this one. Yeah, we're gonna need to go grab more batteries. And I think it also did that one also have rockets? Steak. Okay, no, that one did not have rockets. The one that has rockets, I'm pretty sure is, yeah, the dispensers up here have some. And specifically this one. Specifically this dispenser has some rockets. We'll want to collect those too, but not for a little bit. It's mainly the batteries I want to go ahead and make sure I've got plenty of. We want like at least 10 of these. I'm willing to spend a lot of Zonai charges to get it. A lot of charges. Wow, I gotta remember to come back to this place to farm more vegetables. There's just a lot of everything up here. Not everything, but a lot of really nice stuff. There's like some radishes up here. Ah, I thought it would be a while before we found you, and I was correct. There's the big hardy radish. This hardy radish is much larger than the average radish. When cooked into a dish, it restores all your hearts and temporarily increases your maximum. One big hardy radish equals a lot of healing. Now, of course, you don't really need that. If you're gonna make hearty food, right? You know, just your simple like truffle ought to do, because 1 heart for healing purposes is basically the same as like 15 bonus hearts, right? So by and large, the reason you get the reason you increase the effect of your hearty ingredients is if you know you're going to need a lot of bonus hearts, and not just, oh, I need a full heal. Yeah, if you need a full heal, control the amount. You'll thank yourself later. Trust me. And I swear at least 1 or 2 of these had bird nests on them, but I'm definitely delusional. Oh, that one is a we gotta catch it right now. Okay. Yep, we're so cooked. Was that like down there? Oh, you know, this is not totally unsalvageable now that I'm looking at it. Oh, okay, maybe we can now actually replace this with dang it. Well, no, I guess we could use like the components from the thing, right? So let me. Oh no, but we don't have a controller. Yeah, that's like the big problem, is that we don't have a controller. So we can't like steer anything. Trying to think of how I want to do this. Let me like think on this, because I think I know why this is here. This is here so that we can you know, make the ascent upwards and then kind of glide the rest of the way. I'm pretty sure that's what it wants us to do. But we gotta take these rockets off if we want to make this device work. Okay. Exactly like this. There are 4 of these lovely little panels, and I want all 4 of them on, everybody. That's 3. Okay, we've got all 4. I see 3 emitters, but that doesn't necessarily mean we can't, like, dump one. We're basically getting, like, a huge flight platform and not just, yeah, like a flight platform or flight deck, and not just, There's a frost emitter. Yep, we want one more of these. Okay, and then there... Oh, there are only 3? Why? Sure, you know what? I'll take out another one. And I think what I want to do is glue a bunch of these rockets. I have my reasons for this. And my reasons are mostly I would like to be able to firmly control where I'm going, one rocket at a time. Oh, no, 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 no. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I just realized the error of my mistake. The error of my ways. That's not gonna work because that's gonna cause the rockets to fire in 4 different directions. Because of course that's how it works. No, we have to... Yeah, we just gotta put the rockets on the corners, and we're gonna have to figure out other methods of... Oh, you know what? I wonder if like a Koroks type device would work. No, that is... Oh, no, don't do that. Let's see, how many of them are... Okay, they're all on the, like, the tips of the corners. All right. Just get somewhere where there's, like, relatively little obstruction. Like right there. Get the orientation right. Yeah, I could see why. That's a long way up. No. Well, that's not good. I wonder why it broke apart like that. Too many rockets? Maybe that's why? I guess that's what happens when you test the physics of your game or whatever. Alright, let me think about this. Thankfully, we didn't use, like, rare parts or whatever. How do I want to tackle that? Unsure. Gonna have to think on it. Okay, so we have... What's the deal with these? Oh, I know why. It wants us to, it wants us to, like, essentially make, like, a giant stick out of it. That's what it wants us to do. It wants us to quite literally... No. Nope. Nope, we just set that completely correct. Yeah, we're just gonna stop that. Yeah, they're exactly... No, there are 3 of these. Alright, yeah, that... It should be more than enough. Okay, we wanna steer this thing at the end and like glue that over and figure out how I want to do this. Oh, and there was another panel. Okay. Yep. They could just break this up. That's not quite correct. There we go. That's better. It's got to be at the top. If it's toward the bottom, it offsets it. I always learn one or at least 1 or 2 different things every day when I'm, you know, using the ultra hand like this. Like if your placement is basically not exactly correct, it's like extra picky for no reason at all. There we go. Yeah, it has to be exactly like this. And then you just tack it onto the end. This one, well, no, this one also has to be pretty precise too, now that I look at it. Set this on top. Get on top, rotate the thing, do the thing. Yep, there we go. All right, we got our very, very, very long, our very, very, very long, like, and then we can quite literally come up. We just de-glue this. I was really worried I was gonna lose this chest. Good. I'm glad that didn't happen. Okay. Things that we can clean up later in the depths. Good, good. How do I want to do this? Very carefully, I suppose. I did not mean to... I mean, I pressed A to take it. I didn't want to take it. I shouldn't have taken it. Okay, so it's not down there. Where did I assemble the thing at? Ah, yes, it was over that direction. Hey there, Michael DS. Oh, there's something funny going on. I'm glad you came and said something, because I wouldn't have questioned anything. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let me try I might have to try reconnecting. What's going on? Yeah, thank you for bringing that to to my attention. Because I definitely hit the the multi-stream button for this. Hopefully you're doing well today, Mr. Michael DS. Give me just a second. I should be able to boot Twitch back up. Yeah, that was I was definitely not aware that Twitch was having issues, so thank you. Okay, Twitch is having issues. I'm gonna try replacing the stream key, and we'll go from there. So give me a minute while I do this. But how are you today, my fine friend? I hope you're doing well in body and mind, and I hope you enjoy your stay. We're getting ready to make another go at flying off from the surface. Yeah, people probably think I'm a real loon when I post things to social media like this. Yeah, okay, it straight up is saying that it's failed to connect to the server, so methinks that I should replace the stream key. That's gonna be over here. Yes, I'm very aware, Twitch. I'm doing good. You're doing good? And myself? Other than being bloaty and gaseous and somewhat uncomfortable, I'm okay. I could certainly be a lot worse. Okay, let's try this again. That's weird. I don't know what the deal is. Yeah, I think I just have to replace the stream key. I tried, like, just copying the stream key. I think I have to actually replace it. It's fine. Let's do it then. Apparently, OBS is having some problems. I wonder if it's because I didn't close it and reopen it. I'm sure that's what it is. This is acting very weird. Yeah, so people must... That's why people thought I wasn't going live. It's because I wasn't going live on Twitch. What is going on? I think Twitch is having issues today. Possibly. That's not good. I really gotta fix this. But how? Still, Mr. Michael DS, I am glad to hear that you're doing well. My apologies for not being particularly chatty. I'm currently in thinking cap problem solving mode now that you've brought this to my attention. I'm really trying to like figure out why the multiple output or Twitch is having issues. I keep doing the same thing. I need to stop doing that. That's not gonna work. I may or may not need to open OBS. Let me try doing this. Okay. What I'm gonna try something. YouTube, and for those of you that are watching on YouTube, I am going to terminate the stream early. I'm gonna have to make a new stream. It'll have the same thumbnail and everything, but I'm gonna try resetting OBS and seeing if that is is the issue. So just hang tight. I'll let everyone know on the Discord via announcement when the new stream is up. It should do it on its own. I have some stuff automated so it does this, but give me maybe 5 minutes to get everything set up. I hope that sounds good to everyone, but yeah, I'm gonna have to cut this early and figure out what the deal with OBS and or Twitch is. So I'll check back in 5. You know what? Just in case, I'm gonna write that out too.